Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we are going to talk about the Object 752 that just hit the game, a Russian tier 9 collectible that has something a little bit special because it's equipped with an auto loader. I'm quite excited for this one because it's been the longest time ever since Wargaming allowed us to get those in gold, which means that I'm not gonna spend a cent in order to get it because I already had a couple of gold. I'm not gonna make you waste your time any longer. We are gonna open all those containers and praying for us to get our hands on that boy. You have 4% drop chance for the legendary camouflage and 6% chances to get the tank. But there is a catch. You don't have any chomps, which can be a little bit upsetting if you're not lucky enough to get it within your 2 or maybe 3 crates in a row. But yeah, we are here to spend our money. I have multiple golds that I need to use, and this is exactly what we are gonna do. For the moment, we are not getting our money back. Is it something I was expecting? Yeah, but don't worry, 6% chances at one point we are gonna get it. Hopefully. So for the moment, 1.5k gold. This is very good. The cool thing at least is that as those crates are available for gold and I'm making back gold, I can hope to get my hands on more of those. Stargazer camouflage, bang. Let's see this beauty in action sooner or later. We got the camouflage for 4% drop chance, but we did not get the tank yet. So there we go. Let's keep going. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to spend a little bit more gold than that. Let's keep going, boys. We are gonna open 12 more. For the moment, we open 26 with those. And well, we are not the luckiest right now with our drop. Kind of sucks that we don't have charms, but hey, at least it's in gold. But you're gonna see my face disappear from happy to angry as soon as I see that after spending so much gold, I'm still not getting the tank. My gosh, why is Wargaming bullying me this way? Like, seriously. Let's go for 12 more. Yeah, it hurts. It does hurt. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. Can we be lucky, please? The game, and still not lucky. Unlucky. Unlucky. Maybe I'm gonna tell you right now, but maybe I should have got like happy that I could get myself the chomps rather than having to play with those freaking crates. Keep in mind that since the beginning I used 30, no, maybe a little bit more, like 40,000 of those, and obviously as I just spent 16,000 just to get it on the first crate, I'm a little bit spicy, but we're gonna open them all. Let's see if we can get it twice. Maybe, who knows, maybe we can get lucky, but I guess it's not our best luck today. Oh, 10,000 gold, you saw. So I made my money back. I made my money back on this one, so I'm not gonna complain. This drop or this roll was actually worth it because I got back my money. Now let's see what this thing has in its stomach. So here is the mighty one when properly equipped. Pretty cool camo if you ask me, especially knowing that it features some special attachment. First of all, obviously the solar system, but most importantly that little cupola or embola, whatever you want to call it, that just makes you aim for the star. For the rest and the painting, I truly hate it. I think it's just lame, but at least for the upper part, it's kind of cool to have this. Let's see if it's stick in battle, obviously after, but at least in the garage, it just brings something out of this world. For the statistics, they are actually really good, especially on the gun. I was amazed, and I'm gonna tell you why. You have 2.4 DPM, 2.4k, 2.4 thousand, which is really good considering that we are a tier 9 and we are an auto loader. 2 shells in the magazine, 4 seconds between shells, which means that you are going to take only 4 seconds to deliver 2 shells, both of them being 430 alpha damage for a total of 860 damage in 4 seconds. It's just amazing. It feels like a tier 10 yo with the 2 shell gun, but at tier 9 and Russian. And on top of that, you have really good gun depression, 8 degrees. It just makes it not feel like a Russian, because usually Russians are known to have bad gun depression and not necessarily the best accuracy. But here, at least, if you equip it properly, you have 0.33. And for the rest, obviously, I'm using this equipment, the calibrated shell, because otherwise your penetration is complete bullshit. Here, at least, with your regular shell, you will have 257. And for the heat shell, you will not struggle penetrating anything, sitting at nearly 375 millimeters. Now, guys, let's see how it performs in battle. So, before we jump into a battle, I completely forgot, but what about the armor? Well, the armor is kind of strong on this one. You shouldn't struggle too much when it comes to the upper part of the turret, even if you still have the traditional two cupolas right there that are going to be even wider if you angle but if you use your 8 degrees of gun depression. When putting like that, which is the exact point of the tank, you see that you are strong pretty much everywhere and you should be able to sustain against everything, but perhaps be a little bit careful about this little area right there that can be penetrated easily. For the rest, you have the lower part of the hull, which is the weak spot, and pretty much everywhere it's easy to penetrate. You can still try some side scrape with this tank, but do not do it too much, because if you are unlucky, people will shoot either here or here, and well, after it's just over for you. But it's a good tank overall to do hull down and side scrape. So now, how does it perform in battle? First of all, let's take a few seconds to appreciate the legendary camo in place. I don't think that it keeps for the whole game, because as you can see, after it disappears, so it's the exact same mechanic as the one we had on all the tanks that were released in battle passes. And basically, the only thing you need to do with this tank is being hull down. Hull down using your 8 degrees of gun depression. On top of that, you see that this tank is very flat, and it's gonna help you quite a lot, because 8 degrees of gun depression on something flat is better than 8 degrees of gun depression on an E100 or something like that, for example. Which means that even if you do have 8 degrees of gun depression, it's gonna feel more like 10. Overall, it's definitely a good tank, and well, if you have the money, if you have the gold, I would not encourage you to gamble, but when it comes back in a direct offer, you should definitely give it a try. For the moment, I did not play it against tier 10, but, well, I think it should do well as long as you stick with the rest of your team, because you are an autoloader, which means that you don't want to be alone. You want to always have the support of your team, because if you don't, well, when you have your 2 shells reloaded, not a problem, you will inflict 860 damage, but when you are reloading for 17 seconds, you are exposed and you are going to become the victim. So keep that in mind with this tank. As long as you can be hull down and have the support of your team, you are safe. As soon as you see that you're alone, you need to come back and help your team. For example, right now, you see that it seems like I'm alone, because after all, there is only my tank and all my teammates are focusing on the 2 guys we see right there. But effectively, if they decided to push, my teammates have some shots to sneak on the opponents that could try to attack me, which is why I'm sticking here and not trying to escape. And this is what makes this tank great, in my opinion. It changes the regular playstyle we traditionally have, even if we do have the Yo, but at least it's the first Russian to feature this mechanism. And on top of that, well, it's kind of cool to see a Russian with those 2 shells in the magazine. 430 alpha damage. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time Wargaming is putting a tank with such an alpha, and it's always nice. It's always nice. On top of that, something that is worth mentioning, your max alpha damage with this tank is 538. So if you are extremely lucky with this tank, you will be able to inflict more than 1k damage in one go, but do not count on it too much. Now, there is one thing I love the tank for, and you're gonna see it against the M46 pattern right now. You can just rush in when your enemies only have half their hit points, and especially the tier 8s, because, well, with your 2 shells, you effectively will erase half their hit points, which can be a great tank in order for you to get kills easily. Now, you see that for the rest, and especially the credits, I did a couple of credits, nearly 100,000, which is quite good. I mean, knowing that I'm using only a premium account right now, it's It's just great. Now, guys, we are gonna go for a live battle. Once again, we are facing tier 9, but it's not a problem. You're gonna see that even if your mobility is not the best, because you kind of take a long time to get into position, once you are where you need to be, well, it becomes easier. And it reminds me that, well, if you don't have the best mobility to relocate, it's kind of hard. And I think that this is where Wargaming wanted the downside of that tank to be. You have an autoloader, which means that if you go on the wrong side and people push you, it's over for you. So if you don't know where to place yourself at the beginning of the game, this tank is not made for you. But if you do know what to do, when to do it, well, you shouldn't struggle at all. Isn't that lovely, boys, to see that I can just miss my shells like this? Okay, I got penetrated, but I'm curious where. Where did the guy penetrate it? Do you see the shot somewhere? I don't have a clue how he penetrated this one because he did not hit my tracks either. So, yeah. I was saying, boys, look at this. We managed to sneak already a lot of shells on that poor E75, even if we did not kill it in the process. And now we only have to face the rest of them. I'm not gonna stick here too long because obviously I'm guessing they went on the other side. Yes, they did. So instead, I'm gonna drop down on that little hole here and still only show my turret. And it's gonna work perfectly. Maybe I can sneak, I don't know, 1 or 2 shots on the RU if I see him. But I'm kind of worried about where the tank destroyers are. So, well, maybe that the best way for us to go right now would be to... Oh, damn. So that's where he is. Let's try to side scrape. Maybe we can make him bounce. Can we? No? Oh, shit. I turned. I shouldn't have. Oh, man. That Emil 2 is just blessed by the freaking gods. Yeah, with an HE at least, you don't bounce. Okay. Well. It seems like we took a couple of shots. But it's... kind of logic. I mean, I played aggressively. I was not expecting them all to go on this side of the map. Never go on this side of the map, by the way, guys. It's completely useless. But hey, now we have to assume this. Can we maybe make them bounce or at least wait for, I don't know, maybe the M5U to go in or something? Oh, nice. He's gonna penetrate me easy. Yeah. I just wanted to get the kills. It's kind of boring when you are a new tank and everyone just wants a piece of the cake. But it's part of the game, I guess. Let's hide once again. Or no, you know what? Maybe that we don't need to hide. We are going to try to play aggressively. We are going to go on the 704 because the 704 doesn't have the gun depression. Let's go. Let's punish that boy for existing. Bang, 1 shot. We wait for the reload. Bang, 2 shot. And we go back. You see the power of the burst you have, and I'm already only at 10 seconds of reload. It's just crazy. Now I'm just heading back. The 704 is probably thinking that he still has enough time to get me. Easy? No? He's not trying? Oh, yes, he is. And bang! See you, son. Thanks for coming. I love that tank. I truly love that tank, and it's definitely a tank you want to have in your garage. Can we get the last kill for the video, please? Yes and no. Nice. I love how my gun depression just trolled me the entire time on this one. This is just upsetting. Do not worry. We're still going to get the last kill because I want to. Yeah. Sometimes you're unlucky. So yeah, I could have done like maybe 1k more damage if I did not bounce the Emil twice, but also that poor fella. It's not the best game. I could completely agree with you, but at least it shows you what you want to do with this tank. How, I'm not going to say that it's broken, but it's an extremely effective tank when played correctly at the right place. So in definitive, who wants to take that tank out? Who wants to buy it? Collectors. Plus, people that are kind of worried about the regular and traditional playstyle, that want something that changes, that is out of the norm. And finally, people that know where to place themselves and have experience using autoloaders and knowing that without your teammates, you are nothing. Hopefully you enjoyed, guys. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And I'm going to come back pretty soon for a Scepter video. See ya.